course. What's going on, everyone? Donovan here. Happy New Year. Man, can you believe 2022? We are here. And, wow, with all the goals, with all the dreams and hopes that, you might have, I might have coming into this year, I definitely want to talk today. The video thought blog for today is called Keep It Moving. Keep It Moving. And I want to share two things about that, about keep it moving. One is that how we have to move on, and the other is how we have to move forward, move on up, like the Jeffersons per se. So I want to talk first about moving on. And I think about this scenario kind of like when you're moving from place to place. I know in my life I've been able to make decisions to move, and I've been forced to move. And I realized that in both situations, my attitude about it, my response about it, is always going to be the key. When you decide to leave a place, whether it's a bad relationship or a bad living situation or wherever it may be, that's a choice, and it's a plan to get out of there. It's a chance to really improve your situation, get out of a bad one. When you're forced to move, same thing. It's a chance to really get your mind to thinking, okay, what help can I get to stay, or what help can I get to move on to the next place? It's always your attitude that's going to be a thing to help you, whether you're deciding to move or you're forced to move. And I think about that with whether it's New Year's resolutions or goals or dreams that we have, is that it's our attitude about it that's going to make the difference. And whether we're called to get in new situations or leave old ones, is that we're going to have the right mindset for it. I want you to think about that. Is there any hang-ups you have about leaving a place, or if you're even forced to leave a place? Are there any hang-ups you have? Are you comfortable with where you're at? And I tell you, comfortability doesn't last long. It's always a challenge to help you grow. It's always a challenge to shake you up out of the comfortability you're in. So always be reminded of that. Now, moving up, or moving forward, is just hard to really change. I remember when my parents and I, we moved from one area of Detroit to another. We moved from Virginia Park and Dexter area to West 7 Mile, Southfield Freeway area. And what I was told basically is that, hey, you'll make new friends, this new school. And I didn't care nothing about that. I liked where I was, but when we moved, I had the attitude, like, okay, I'll try. I'll see what it's about. And I actually enjoyed it. I had one of the best moves we made, and definitely I made the best friends that would be with me really like for the rest of my life. I made some friends that I'm still down with today and down with me, and that but if I would have had the wrong attitude about it, or wanted to stay in a comfort zone, that wouldn't have been good at all. And I think about that when we decide to move up. Are we ready to leave behind those things that hinder us, those things of comfort, those things that can literally just hinder our growth? Or will we make the decision to grow into that area that we need to grow into, to take on a challenge, whether it's You know, you might be deciding to go back to school this year, or take on a new trade, or a new job, or look at things in a different way, and train up for that. Whatever it is, you know, just making the effort to really do it, to really grow into it. And, you know, to sum it up, guys, I would have to say that there's a constant of, if we, you know, to move up, to move on is to move up, and to move up, you can't move up without moving on. If we get into a new spot with the same mindset, it's not going to help. So always have the mindset to adapt new things, because where you're going could be a blessing, but if you're stuck in the same mindset, comfort zone, then it's not going to be a blessing. It's going to be kind of like a dull curse for you if you're not careful. I think another thing to be mindful of is when we go from place to place, the common denominator is still us. We go from place to place, it's still us, but our character hopefully is growing. When we don't move on, when we're forced to move up, we stay stuck. But if we focus on, moving up, our character grows. We're the same person, same name, but it's good to look back and see that we can see that we're different. We know that we're different from how we respond to things, and how we've changed. And especially it's interesting to see when friends who know who the old you was, and they see you today, and they're like, you're totally different. You don't respond to things like you used to, you know, and you've changed, you've moved on, you've moved up, and that's, you know, that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Is that, you know, keep it moving. You know, we set these goals, we have these dreams, we have these plans, and I think the overall goal is to keep it moving. But we can't keep it moving without moving on and moving up. That's my video thought blog for today. Let me know what you think, and as always, like, comment, subscribe if you like the content. Donovan out. Peace.